Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with The Ratio by rockratzero and The Real Ratio by MicroStudy. So I have a pack of two puzzles here for you. The story behind this is there was a discussion on Discord about whether the rules for black crop key dots should say that they're a 2-to-1 ratio or a 1-to-2 ratio. And so Rockrat and MicroStudy made a puzzle, one for each. Obviously they mean the same thing, but how should they be worded? Leave your opinion in the comments. But I'm going to solve both puzzles at once because they're kind of related and come together. So this is the ratio by rockratzero, and then we have the real ratio by MicroStudy. You might notice a theme here. All right. So let's go over the rules for the ratio. So we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules in every row, every column, and every 2x3 box. We are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have crop key dots. So white dots separate consecutive digits. So digits separated by a white dot are consecutive. So if this was a 2, this could be a 1 or a 3. Ignore the conflict there. Because 3 is consecutive 2, 1 is consecutive 2. Those would be the options if this were a 2. Black dots have a 2-to-1 ratio. That means one is exactly double the other. You don't know what order they come in, but one is exactly the other. So if this was a, let's do 2 again. If this was a 2, this could be 1 because 2 is exactly double 1, or this could be 4 because 4 is exactly double 2. We also have this quadruple in the grid. That just says that the 2 and the 1 must appear in these 4 cells. So the cells that are touching the circle, those digits have to appear there at least once. And then we have Renban lines. So digits on a Renban are consecutive, but in any order. So this could be 2, 3, 4. That's a set of consecutive digits. And I could do 2, 3, 4 like this. The order does not matter. Just when taken as a whole, the digits end up consecutive. And then we don't have any negative constraints. So not all the dots are necessarily given. If I have 2, 4 here, there could be a black dot there. If there's not, that's perfectly fine. All right, so those are the rules for the ratio. I'll also go over the rules for the real ratio. They're basically the same. There's no quads in this one, but these are German whispers instead of Renban. So in a German whisper, digits, as you move along the German whisper line, digits have to have a difference of at least 3. So if this was a 4, the only option here would be a 1. But then from the 1, I could go to, say, 6, because a difference of 5 is at least 3. All right, so those are the rules for both puzzles. The links for both of them are in the description. Go ahead and give them a try yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. All right, so this 2 needs to go with a 1 or a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this has all 6 digits on it, which means these 2 digits are the same as these 2 digits. I'm actually going to color that. So whatever digits go here, they need to go in this box somewhere, and they can't repeat on the line, so they go over here. So they're not, I mean, I guess we knew they weren't 2. Okay, this 1 goes with the 2, that's given. Let's see. So we have a 1 and a 2 here, and we need a 1 and a 2 over here, which means in this box, we can't have a 1 or 2 over here, because we get exactly 2 1s and 2 2s in these columns. And both of them are used up within these cells. Another way we could put that is, where do 1 and 2 go in this column? Well, they can't go here because they need to be over here, and they can't go here because they're already placed in the box. So this is a 1-2 pair. And because this is a 1-2 pair, this can't be the 1. If this was the 1, this would also be a 2. We'd have a repeated 2. So this is the 2, this is the 1, and this has to be a 4 because 1's no longer available. With 1, 2, we got to place a 3. 3 goes with 6. So we should mark that there's a 6 over here. That's good progress. So these are from, yeah, we can't have 1, 2, or 4 on this black dot, so these are 3, 6, and this is the 5. 5 goes with 6 on a white dot. Okay, this 6 looks left, so this is the 6. These don't need to be green anymore. These 2 are now exactly the same digit. They can't be 1, 2, 5, or 6, so they're from 3 or 4. Same thing here. Oh, and it can't be 3. So this digit's a 4. That's a 1. Nice. 1 goes with 2. 2 goes with 1 or 4, but it can't be a 1, so it goes with 4. This is a triple. Actually, this is given. This is a 3. And this is a pair. We need a 1 and a 5. We know the order. Nice. I didn't use this. I I guess I could have. Let's see. 1, 2. This is 3 and 5, so we know the order. 3 goes with 2 or 4. It can't be a 2, so it's a 4. Down here is a 5 and a 6. This one's a 5, so this is 6 and 5. I need the 1 and 2 down here. We know the order. Over here, I do need a 4. It goes here. Last digit is a 3. Here, I need a 3 and a 6. They go in that order. And then this box needs a 1, which goes here. It needs a 2. It needs a 5 and a 6, like that. Very nice. Well, thanks, Rockrat. That was a nice and quick but interesting puzzle. I liked the greens being here, helped us figure out this 4, and it helped us place this 6 as well. So that was a neat piece of geometry there. I probably could have noticed that the 2, 1 and the 2, 1 ended up here right at the start, but I didn't. Actually, until we placed this 1, we didn't know that the 2 1s lined up. So maybe I get a little bit of slack there. All right, I already went over the rules for this one. So this is the real ratio by MicroStudy, and I'm just going to get started right now. Okay, so how do we want to get started on this? We got the black dots, we got the German whispers. I think the first thing I want to do is color this German whisper. So on German whispers, let's say this starts low. 1, 2, 3 we call low. Then this has to be 3 different from it, right? So it would have to be from 4, 5, 6. And then this has to be 3 different from that one. So it would have to be 1, 2, 3. Then 4, 5, 6, then 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6, right? Because we're doing a difference of at least 3. So you can't stay low or stay high. You have to swap. So we don't know which is which, but what we do know is that these are the same magnitude and these are the same magnitude, or low heighty, or whatever you want to call it. So purples may all be from 1, 2, 3, or may all be from 4, 5, 6, but either way, they must be the same as each other. Now, I don't know if we can get a whole lot out of the fact that these two are the same parity as each other and are both on black dots that share a column. It feels like it ought to do something, but it doesn't actually seem all that limited to me. This seems a bit limited. We need something that has a 1 to 2 ratio, but also a difference of at least 3. If it was a difference of exactly 3, that would be interesting. That would be 3, 6. But so we can't put a 1 on here because 1 would go with 2, and those aren't opposite parity. 2 would have to go with 4, and then we could do 3, 6. Now the problem with 3, we have to be careful with 3. Because 3 requires you to put 6 across it in German whispers. So if this was 3, this would, if this was 3, these two would be 6. And that seems okay until you get to this black dot and realize this would also have to be 3. So this one's not 3, which means this one's not 6. Now if this was 3, these would both be 6. And that seems okay. If this was 4, this would have to be 1, 2. Sorry, 4 would go with, 4 goes with 1 across here. Hold on, 4 has to go with 1. We can't do 2, 4. 2, 4 are low and high, but they're not 3 apart, right? They're 2 apart, so we can't actually do that across the whisper. So this is in fact only 3, 6. I just wasn't thinking about it right. So that's a 3. This doesn't have to be a 3. In fact, it can't be. Because if it was a 3, this would be a 6. So this is from 1 or 2. Wow, I'm making a mess of this. That's right, I'm back on track. 3 does have to go with 6, though. From 1 or 2, 1 could go with 2. 2 could go with 1 or 4, but it doesn't go with 1 because it's in the box. 4 would have to go with 1. 2 would go with 5 only because that can't be 6. Okay, so this is low. Purple is low, so this is from 1, 2, or 3. It's not a 3 because there's a 3 in the box. So also this is from 1, 2, or 4 because it doesn't see a 1. So these can't both be 4. These need to be the same parity as each other, not parity, the same magnitude as each other, right? They need to both be low or both be high. These can't both be high because 4 is the only option for them to both be high. So therefore they're not 4. So this is a 5, this is a 2, this is a 1, that's a 2, that's a 1. Very nice. Okay, I don't need these colored anymore. This is just from 5 or 6. Actually, only 5, because it can't be 6. All right, now let's do the real ratio by MicroStudy. I already went over the rules, so I'm just going to get started now. It seems like the place to start is we have a black dot and a German whisper across these two cells. That has to be restricted. So the black dot says 1 to 2 ratio. One's exactly double the other. But the German whisper says they have to have a difference of at least 3. And unless I'm thinking about this wrong, that means it has to be a 3-6 pair. Like 2-4 is only 2 different. 1-2 is only 1 different. So it can be 1-2, 2-4, or 3-6, and that's it. So 3-6 is our option. So 3s on German whispers, you have to be careful because 3s force 6s next to them. So if this was 6 isn't as bad. 6 can be next to both, can be next to 1, 2, or 3. But like a 3 here would put double 6 here. Right, and okay, so if we did that, seems okay. But now what do we put here? Across a black dot, 6 can only go with 3, and we'd be repeating the 3 in the row. So this isn't the 3. This is the 3, and the 3 is surrounded by 6s. So now this is from 1, 2, or 3. Not a 3, because it can't go with 6. And then this is from 1 or 2, because it's not a 3. And then this is from 4 or 5, because it's not a 6. So 1 or 2 can go with 1, 2, or 4. This isn't a 1. Okay, so these two need to be the same low height as each other, right? So just to explain, when you go across a German whisper line, you're doing a difference of at least 3. So you're going to go from a 1, 2, 3 to a 4, 5, 6, back to a 1, 2, 3, up to a 4, 5, 6, because of that difference of 3. You're always crossing between that 3, 4 barrier. So whether you start high or start low, you're going to go every other. Now, if we go every other here, the only high available is the 4. So these are not 4, which makes this a 2 and a 1, a 2 and a 1. And then 2 can't go next to 4, so 2 is next to 5. 1 goes in this box, 4 goes in this box. This needs to be a 5 or a 6, but can't be 6 because of the 2 and the 6. All right. We got this part done. I guess it's mostly Sudoku from here other than this. Let's fill these. 1, 2, we need 3 and 6 here, so this is also a 3, 6. Not sure which. Up here we need 2 and 4. Don't know the order. These are from 2, 4, 5. Neither of these can be 2. Okay, so 2 is placed in the column. That's a 4. Okay, this 2 sees up, so 2 is exactly here. They both see up. 2 goes here, and that's the last 2. It's just the only place in the box for it. These are a triple. In fact, we have a couple triples. Let's fill those. We need 3, 4, and 6 here. So that's a 3, 4, 6 triple. So that has to be a 5. That's a 4. That's not a 4. Now in this, yeah, I guess we know the 4 was here anyway. This is a 1 for the box. Here I need 3, 5, and 6. This is not 6. This is also 3 or 5. Oh, I need a 4 in this box. It goes here. This is also a 3 or 5, so this should be known. It's a 6. That gives us the 3, 6, 3. That gives us 4 and 6. There we go. All this is resolved. All right. I need 3 and 5 down here. And then down here, I need a 1 and a 4. All right. Not too bad for either of them. This one, I think, I don't know if it was harder, but it took me longer, that's for sure. But not that much longer. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this double pack. Again, in the comments, let me know whether you prefer 1 to 2 ratio or 2 to 1 ratio. Honestly, I feel like there should just be a way to word it as one of them's double the other, rather than arguing over that. So maybe that's a third option too. But yeah, how would you word the rules? How did you enjoy these puzzles? And of course, if you enjoyed this content, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.